Before we get started, if you'd like to support us, we do have a Patreon at patreon.com/OSRS Trihards. We also have a new method. If you'd rather send us a one-time donation, visit buymeacoffee.com/Trihards. It's a fast, simple, and easy way to throw us a couple bucks if you like what you're hearing. Links are in the description of each episode. Thank you. Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters Jock, JayySlay, Sallamander, Awaik, Obeast, VsTheHighway, Brick, Dewsgood, Huddy, Budlight, Mike, and OG Scuba.
And a massive shout out to our TRIHARD Patreon, Soulfright, Intakes, McNasty, Graham, and CursedNibz. And a special thank you to Napn, our VIP Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, I'm Arthur, aka LT Potato.
I'm Rob, aka Dream Name, or It Is Robert.
We're the TRIHARDs.
And welcome to the 34th episode of your favorite old school podcast. Episode 34.
34. Rob, remember when we were like, 25, that's how old we are. Not anymore, 34.
Now I feel bad because it really wasn't that long ago, and that means I'm getting really old.
Yeah, we're actually aging. We're aging by the episode. I mean,
technically,
yeah.
You're not wrong.
Okay, we're getting seasoned.
Dude, we have so much to talk about this week. It's actually insane.
And you know what's really funny? How this worked out? Not a single viewer or listener sent us an email this week, which ironically or unironically works really well because we have like an insane amount to talk about, like as far as game updates go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be more heavily RuneScape based, I think, this week. We'll talk about some other stuff, but yeah, do you want to go and just jump right in it? I mean, we got. You're
not gonna ask me about my drink, about how I am this evening.
We have time. Oh yeah. What are you drinking today?
Of course we have time, man. Yes, I was talking to somebody in the Discord voice chat, and they mentioned my vodka cranberry mix, but then they also spritzed like some other crap in there. It gave me some ideas, so I found vodka, diet cranberry, and a can of ruby red grapefruit seltzer. Calorie free, and it's very refreshing. Works wonders. I'm happy with it. Wouldn't go back. What about you?
Wouldn't go back ever.
Yeah, ever. No, I think it's a nice mix to put seltzer with like a juice.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I am drinking currently. It's pretty fancy. It's rum and ginger ale.
Rum and ginger ale.
Pretty good.
Wait, that works? Is it dark or light rum?
Dark rum.
Huh.
But it's not
dark rum and
ginger ale. It's bold ginger ale.
Canada Dry. Wait, what the hell is bold ginger ale?
I don't know, man. I thought it would taste more gingery, but I can't really tell a difference. So
it's more brown. It's like the color of it, because Rob is showing it to me right now. It's more brown than interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to point something out right now. I'm on a 2.2k world fishing dark crabs, and there's a guy who is level 126 combat killing Chaos Elemental. He has it safe spotted right outside the Wilderness Resource area. This dude is wearing a coif, green d'hide chaps, leather body, regular Ava's backpack, and a rune crossbow.
And he's crossbowing it.
He's crossbowing it. He's not even he's maxed.
What is he doing?
Literally 2277 total level. He has nothing boss. He has no bosses logged except 1200 barrows and some thermi. God, what a loser. Sorry. But he's an Iron Man. Wait, what? He's an Iron Man. Oh my God. I'm so shocked by this. Like the idea of an Iron Man not doing any PVM to speak of. They basically maxed their account. And besides the bare minimum thermi on Slayer task to get 99 Slayer, Barrows, besides absolute bare minimum, they don't. It almost seems like he's doing the achievement diary, like the Wildy achievement diary after he's maxed his iron.
Jeez.
I don't know. I'm not into that.
It's pretty crazy. That's pretty incredible. That's a good find. It's
a hell of a find. His name is Werewolf. WearWolf. So where?
Pretty cool name. Yeah. Pretty cool name too.
The green DI. Anyways, all right.
All right, let's jump into the equipment rebalance that happened.
Let's go.
Range meta.
Let's
range meta.
go.
The whole range meta stuff, it's all just proposals. Not a whole lot to talk about here. They kind of go through like every single weapon and tell us about it a little bit. And I guess like what they could do with it.
That's the way I see it.
You want to talk about specifically?
No, I read through this blog hoping to find... Well, the thing is, at the start of the blog, they're like, we're not making any decisions in this blog. We're simply still talking about it. We're talking about it. We want you to talk about it. We're trying to collect your thoughts, basically. They don't know. That's kind of what's pissing me off, is because I will not forget that morning, or that afternoon, rather, when I saw Jagex went live on Twitch. I opened up their stream, and the first thing I hear is Mod Kieran or Mod Husky saying, "We're nerfing the blowpipe," and the chat goes mad, and that was just a crazy week for Old School. I will never forget that time of like, holy shit. They came on so strong. I can't even like state that enough. They came on so strong. We are, 3-4 months later?
I don't know if it's been that long.
February? So all
2 months.
It's been a solid 2 months since they introduced the nerfs. Beta world testing, right? Yeah, I think it has been longer.
Yeah.
Beta world testing, all the fun stuff, and they just don't know. This blog, which was very thorough, basically talks in depth about like where each weapon kind of sits, where you would use a crossbow, a twisted bow, crystal, Carol's crossbow.
Right. The benefits, the pros and cons of each, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It talks about the magic short bow, and it says, it's a tier 50 weapon. It just gives information about all the weapons, so I guess it's just trying to get us to think about what they might be able to do, and they're giving us all the information beforehand.
Then there's even a section for like, well, why nerf at all? And they kind of go into some basic thoughts about like why they... I don't know. It's wild. I kind of just want to skip over this because when they decided on something finally, we'll know about it.
We'll talk about it, right? Yeah, basically it's not a lot. It just tells, like I said, every single pretty much range weapon that you use mid, late game, it talks about it.
But that kind of rolls... Go ahead.
Well, they do have like what happened, what changed already, right? Yes.
So I was gonna say, that rolls into this week's Wednesday game update, like how we normally see. They actually changed fishing trawler, which was pulled, and it's nice. The TLDR on fishing trawler is 5-minute games rather than 10-minute games. Chance of seeing a piece from 1 in 8 to 1 in 12.
But the games are halved, so it's actually quicker to get pieces. So
nice. So mathematically, you should get a bit faster. I think you get like more fish now. They're just kind of making it more enticing, and there's just more mechanics. There's like a whole Kraken boss to kill. I have not done it. Right. Rob, have you done it?
No, not yet.
I have no plans on doing it since I already have the full angler outfit.
I'll do it on the hardcore.
Okay.
I'll see how it goes.
Copy that.
What if you die there now?
Can you die? No. I don't remember there reading about like a death.
Okay.
Or an attack thingy. So, oh wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Some other guy just came up to the crazy Iron Man. He said something about UIM. 1 second. He's a UIM. That guy.
I still don't understand a maxed UIM with Green Dragon headbutt the legs.
Yeah, maxed UIM, killing Chaos Ellie. By the way, he's killing Chaos Ellie more than one time. Probably trying to get a D pick. Dude, do you know how rare maxed UIM is? Period?
Oh, you know what might have happened?
He's rank 44.
He might have gotten killed.
Oh, he's rebuilding.
He's rebuilding, maybe.
Maybe he's rebuilding from scratch. Wow, what an interesting account.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
I will. UIM changes a lot simply because I'm ignorant to a lot of the what you have to do as a UIM. And people kind of play it differently. Some people do the whole suicide looting bag thing. Some people choose to not use a looting bag. I don't know. But yeah. Yes. So the only thing regarding equipment rebalance we have seen comes from this week's update. They changed the stuff that makes the most sense. I love it. Yes. Times a million.
Basically, whenever you wear armor, right? Expectedly, you have negative range bonuses.
Yeah.
And nobody wears a medium helmet. Nobody wears a chain body. Nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody wears a square shield because you get higher defense on the other variants, right?
Exactly.
So they actually made it so there's no negative bonuses basically to these other ones. So it's more enticing to wear a medium helmet now when you're ranging.
Yeah, it's actually super cool.
Tank.
And it finally like makes you want to like look at that info, you know, whether it be on Wiki, which is kind of like where I look up the stats of things. I think lately I've been like putting things on my character and, you know, going to the equipment tab and looking at that way. Mm-hmm. But it actually jives. It actually makes sense. And a lot of things in life don't make sense, guys. So now a medium helmet has less, or actually, sorry, no negative range attack bonus. So you are not penalized for wearing a medium helmet. However, if you were to put on a full helmet, you are penalized more when ranging with it, right?
So it was negative cool. 2, now it's negative 3.
Exactly. Kind of small potato change, cool. But it's cool. And that applies to every medium and full helm. Same goes for plate legs, plate skirts, plate bodies. You just have a stronger range negative. That made no sense, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes to square shields, same category as med helms. Square shields now have no negative attack accuracy bonus. So that's a thumbs up.
Kind of cool if you're like range tanking. You can get a dragon square shield now.
Yeah.
Pretty
what do you
cool.
mean by range tanking? Like,
so there's like a range tank build that you can build for PKing.
Is that free to play?
It could be, or it could be members. It's pretty rare, but
okay, just not familiar.
DFS and I don't know.
Gotcha. You got to remember, Rob. My knowledge of PKing starts and ends with the east side of Varrock, north of the Varrock Church, just over that wilderness gap.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right by where those rats are.
Oh man, those rats would make me mad too because I was low level, so they'd attack me.
Yeah, and then like forming a clan right then and there.
Yeah, and like around those days is when like that's when like the range tank method was pretty big.
Okay.
So it's pretty common around then. It might come back a little bit more now. We'll see.
Yeah, same with like, so kite shields now just have that, the range attack stats have been reduced again just by the 1 from -2 to -3. The speed of spears. And I think so Warhammers, the speed of Warhammers did not change, but they now require strength instead of attack, and that jives with the Dragon Warhammer as well.
Huge. Mm-hmm.
Huge. The speed of spears is now 4, so the same attack speed as a whip. And that's like super important too.
It's not as a whip, is it?
Yeah.
Whip's 3, isn't it?
Whip is 4. Whip, blade, rapier, everything is 4 ticks.
Okay, so I mean, if you're stabbing something weak to stab, it's going to be beneficial to have a rune spear, maybe. I don't know the strength differences, but
it finally makes sense. Like maces, hostas, you can actually use them now because that's the biggest thing when it comes to damaging something. It's all damage per second. Like unless you're flinching, which is different, then you want like a high hitting weapon. Then you don't really care about its attack speed. But in this game, you click boss, right? That's what they say. Click boss, click boss.
Right.
And the speed of your weapon is pretty damn important. That's why you can't just walk around with like a god sword and just like, slice away because it's 6 ticks.
Yeah. And it's not classic anymore,
Exactly. So like the whip, the rapier, now maces are all 4 ticks now. So finally it makes sense. And now you can sit there and look at like what they're specializing in. Like a mace will be crush based. Right? You can look up what what the NPC is weak to. Are they weak to crush? Possibly. So
now this includes the dragon mace too. It might be some new metas on some bosses with the dragon mace instead of a dragon scimitar. At my level at least.
At your level, maybe. Regardless of like not even talking about the D mace or spec.
Yeah, well, the spec in general is just huge for the D mace, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting just because I have a dragon scimitar right now in the hardcore. So I just scimitar everything because it's always been the best. As opposed to longsword because the speed's a lot faster.
That's really interesting. And where would you get a D mace from? Like a Elite Clue, or can you buy them?
Yeah, that I have no idea. I think you can buy them somewhere.
You might be able to buy them somewhere. If not, And they're pretty
Legends
common.
Field, maybe?
I could see it. I think that's... I almost feel like the D Mace is something you cannot buy. It's only from Elite Clues, but I could be crazy.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
But either way, yeah, it starts... We start thinking about these things. And, like, I'm excited for, you know, more equipment rebalance to come out because metas will change. I mean, just last week, I heard that a heavy ballista was second only to a twisted bow when soloing Zilliana.
You know, that makes sense.
Right? It's slow, but again, we don't really care too much because we don't need a you know, like, because we normally use a twisted bow or a crossbow, which is like what, 5 ticks?
Right. Yeah.
So I think a heavy ballista is 5 ticks, maybe 6.
Yeah, and you run around and stuff, so it really doesn't
But it
matter.
hits hard. It can hit, you know, like a 56. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
cool.
interesting stuff.
Twisted bow, they finally took away the prayer, so it's now 0.
Yeah. I'll never forget the day I got my T-bow. I put it on and I was like, wait, why does the T-bow have 4 prayer bonus? It made no sense, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Sweet.
So they finally fixed that, so that's
Yep.
cool. They had a weird one with the Dragonstone Gauntlets. Range attack has been reduced from -2 to -3. Okay. I have never put on those gauntlets, I don't think.
Yeah, they're mega rare.
Dragon Bow necklace.
Yeah, this one's interesting. It was never viable. So the way the Dragon Bow necklace worked, so I only use the Bone Crusher necklace, which I think you have to take a Bone Crusher, combine it with the Hydra tail you get from Hydra, and then combine that with the Vorkath. Well, I think Vorkath gives you the Dragon Bow necklace.
Yes, I think so.
So the niche use for this necklace was that it has really high prayer, the best in the game, something like +12. Stupid, right? +12 prayer. It's like an obscene amount.
Yeah,
But
and
well, it had the bone crushing effect, but you had to wear it for 6 seconds. You literally had to equip it for like 6 or 9 seconds, and only then could you kill a dragon, and then, you know, the bones it drops gets crushed and potentially gives you back prayer.
it gives you back prayer, right?
Yeah, now it's instant. There's no more delay, and now it actually has offensive stats. So this Dragon Bow necklace is legit like an Amulet of Glory with, I think, like 2 strength bonus.
Yeah, and Glory has more strength bonus than that, but it has the attack stats have been increased from 0 to 10. Huge. And then the strength bonus as well. It's pretty big for that necklace. So
Yeah,
maybe
huge.
some new metas with that as well. Just waiting for them to come out. Waiting for the theory crafters to theory craft.
Yep. New metas, 100%. It's
Well, also 70 prayer instead of 80, right?
Yeah, it even lowers that requirement. 80 prayer isn't something everyone might have, so
Right.
yeah, expect to see the Dragon Bow necklace on wiki strategy pages, like for sure. Within the next year, it'll creep up somewhere.
Yeah. Or the OSRS Discord.
The Gears Discord. I'm always
Gears
referencing
Discord.
that. Yeah. If anyone ever has like any questions regarding gear, like I'll research the wiki, and then if I can't find info on there, I will go to the Gears Discord because they have like really nitty gritty information on there too.
Yeah, you can find the link on our tools and resources in our Discord.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
Basilisk Knights. Whoa, Basilisk Knights. They had a weird special attack beforehand. Just the regular one did, where it would like freeze you in some concrete, I guess. And if you had auto retaliate on, you just click it and you like wiggle out of it. I don't know how to...
Oh, really? Is that how it worked?
Yeah, if you just click it with auto retaliate on, if you have auto retaliate on at all, you'll get out of it.
Interesting.
Just by
Okay.
clicking it. So now basically they took away their special attack in general. Only the Basilisk Superiors retain that. They still have the special attack, like I just said, the Basilisk Superiors do, but now you can't just have auto retaliate on. You have to actually click off of it, or spam click maybe, kind of like Hispori.
Okay, that's kind of nice because, yeah, it was interesting. I remember the day that Fremennik Exiles came out. I did the quest on day of release over my lunch break actually, and then I was actually able to get a jaw right before they buffed it, because everyone's complaint was like, holy crap, the Basilisk Knight introduces the new best in slot melee helm, even though literally only 1 strength bonus above the Serp helm. The Serp helm does have an upkeep cost though, so
right. And
but
you also get Venom immunity.
You get venom immunity. So depending on like where you, like what you're doing, like Chambers of Xeric, I would say face guard, but you would wear
PKing probably the
right PKing if high risk PKing.
Mm-hmm.
But Theater of Blood, you should wear to be a team player. You should wear a Serp helm because there's a mechanic in the last boss fight where like you have to poison something back basically. Anyways, people were like, it was.
What is the poison?
The purple crab, and during phase 2 of Verzik.
Oh, I was thinking Chambers for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
So Basilisk Knights, they didn't have any sort of special attack. They were just tanky. That was kind of like the weird thing was like you just had to use a ton of prayer. Just pray the whole time. They have like high defense, and you have to wear the shield, and they're weak to crush, but like no one had, unless you basically went and got a cudgel. I don't know. It's weird. I was lucky enough to get the drop before they buffed it, but people have been struggling with this.
Here's a tip for anybody trying to get it. The V shield, that you get from that quest.
Yeah.
It has negative range bonus. So if you actually just equip a mirror shield instead, which works with the Basilisk Knights, it's no negative range bonus, and it works the same. So.
And I think everyone just ranges it, doesn't they? Or don't they?
There's some people melee it. Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Yeah.
Everyone I've seen kill them, ranges them. I think
mine.
I think it's easier, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with that auto retaliate thing, because the special attack just was negligible and didn't really matter. But now there's not even going to be one. So.
Oh, I think they use melee and magic. These Basilisk Knights. So by ranging them, they only use magic. So you pray magic and you call it good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But on week of release, most people meleeed them because it was so crowded. You had to just find whatever you could find. All right.
But yeah, I mean, last man standing changes. They say more chests have been added around the map, specifically to final zones. That's cool. Chests are now more visible. That's huge on the Varrock Worldy map because they're like impossible to find. So hard to find sometimes.
Yeah.
The amount of scenery in certain areas makes the environments feel more open. Okay. And spawn locations have been improved. I did a couple games of LMS yesterday, I think, and they're hilarious.
Are they funny?
All in the same area.
Did you guys? So it has it been fixed yet?
I'm assuming. No, I don't think it has.
Really? What do you mean?
I did it yesterday, and everybody was spawned in the same spot.
Yeah,
it's only the Varrock Wildy map. The other ones, it's fine.
And I saw in Behemoth that it was the same thing. Everybody was just like in the center.
Yeah, it's the same way that I did it. I did like 4 or 5 games with it. Pretty crazy.
Weird. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like people just kill somebody there, and then they go run and hide and wait to the end. It's dumb.
All right, fun times. Get in on the action, boys. LMS.
Yeah, and then of course they had some other smaller things like some changes to the Blow Ice Mountain quest. It's pretty negligible. I don't even know if I want to talk about any of these.
I got my hammer, guys. I got my hammer. It was like 2 hours after we finished the recording of last week's podcast, but I remember being as excited to get this stupid wieldable hammer as I was to get like a Zolra drop or something. Like it's finally.
It took you a long time. I got it in both accounts and then had 2 hours to spare.
Bro, literally a 4-hour grind to get a wieldable. So worth it though because it's gonna be and for construction. I totally forgot about it, dude. When you train construction, like depending on what you make, because we were helping one of our CC buddies, Budlight. And honestly, getting into construction training is not simple. It's like not intuitive, kind of like farming is. So, yeah, we can help you out if you guys have questions. Just hop on the CC.
Oh, Rabbit, by the way, is doing a 5 mil hide and seek contest in the CC.
He's doing what? Oh, nice.
5 mil hide and seek contest.
See, guys, join our CC. You can join a hide and go seek challenge for 5 mil. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right. What else do we have here? Just some rotas, but for the PvP. That's not worth talking about. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I think we're good here. So so we've got the weekly update stuff, which is cool, right? The first set of equipment, the easy kills, as I would say, for the equipment rebalance stuff. Next, Jagex threw, because like we said, tons that they threw at us this week. The next thing they threw at us was Pole 75, which is the next pole. I'm pretty sure Pole 74 is done. Like all the stuff from that poll is like done and over with.
Yeah.
So next up is PVM quality of life. And there are, I think, a total of like, let's see here, 45 questions. There are 45 questions that they're presenting us on this.
It's a ton.
It's crazy. We're going to kind of run through these.
Let's go through them. Yeah, let's go through them. We'll read them and then kind of give our thoughts about them pretty quickly because there's 45 of them. But
yeah. So obviously, like the poll has the actual question they're going to pose, but they also have a brief little description, maybe their thought process. If you guys want to know more, since we were going to rush through these, just read the blog. It's literally on their homepage. So
yeah,
we're not trying to cheese you out of this, but we got to rush through this.
Yeah. So first question: should we add the ability for players to store one Slayer task on their account for later? The ability to store a Slayer task will cost players 1,000 Slayer points. I'm assuming that's going to be a one-time purchase of 1,000.
Yep.
After that, it will cost 50 points per Slayer task stored. This will not work for wilderness-related tasks. I'm definitely voting yes for this. I think it'd be pretty cool. Have
yes,
some weekend tasks saved up.
Yeah. So my thought process is, rough example, I get an Inferno task. I physically don't have the time or care or energy to tackle that. I will store this task and continue farming Slayer points however I do it, do casual Slayer, and then get to that later.
Right.
Obviously, it costs 1,000, which is and isn't a lot. It just depends on like where you're at. If you're someone who loves to like skip everything under the sun, it's going to seem like a lot. If you're someone like me who I have the patience to sort of, I look at Slayer as like a long-term thingy, then 1,000 isn't really that much. So.
Right. Second question, should we redesign the current Slayer helmets to the proposed Slayer helmet designs as shown above? I know you can't see this, guys, but like LT said, go check it out on the OSRS oldschoolrunescape.com page. I don't like the Vorkath one. I don't like the KBD one. Besides that, they all look pretty cool. What do you think?
I'm the opposite. Okay, I have an achievement to shout myself out. I actually obtained all 7 Slayer helms, I think yesterday. So I am now the owner of, I have every 7 Slayer helm recolors. I'm super happy with it. And I literally got my 2 last black masks due to this, seeing this poll.
Nice.
All right. So the way I see it, the current look of the Slayer helmet recolors is just kind of a recolor, whereas the proposed changes kind of matches, quote unquote, what the boss looks like. So the KBD one has like 3 horns. I think it's unique, kind of closer to the boss. The blue Vorkath one has like a missing horn and a full horn, so it kind of looks like the boss. I like actually the 2 that you don't like, I like the most. And
I like the KBD one actually. It looks pretty cool now that I'm looking at it. Vorkath one just looks kind of stupid.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Personally speaking.
Yeah, I think, and if you guys are listening to this, I highly encourage you to save 1,000 Slayer points and get a recolor. I think there's a bit of a flex involved. It's kind of off-putting for me to see someone who's like near maxed combat, like so experienced in the game, and they never took the opportunity to like spend 1,000 points to get the recolor. So try to do it. I think it's a nice little flex, nice little beef to your account. I don't know.
Poll 3. Should a unique animation be added for both Hydra's ranged and magic attack styles, adding an alternate way of identifying which style is going to be used next? Yeah, I think that'd be cool. It's kind of like a Gauntlet, right?
Right. They did it for Gauntlet. When Gauntlet was first released, it was so freaking difficult. Like, day 1 Gauntlet, you cannot even compare it to current. Like, Corrupted Gauntlet right now is freaking difficult. Like, that's gamer status, but like day 1 was nuts. So
right
I went on a tangent there. I think it's pretty easy to count to 3, but Hydra is just so boring that
sometimes you just space out and forget to. So
you space out.
Poll number 4. Should we read every single one? There's a ton of them.
Yeah, there's like 64 45 questions.
This one deals with the Respirator in Abyssal Sire. I'm just not going to read the entire thing, I guess. Should they grant 50 Slayer XP each? Yes, I think so.
Yep.
Why not? 5. Should more Bloodville spawns in the God War? Should more Bloodville spawn in the God Wars dungeon for Konar's tasks? Sure.
1,000%.
Konar task in the God Wars dungeon is absolutely
that is like probably one of the worst tasks. As a matter of fact, I actually just added Bloodvelts to my block list because whether I'm doing Duradel or Wilderness Slayer, it's like a win-win for me to have them blocked.
They're actually pretty nice in Catacombs.
They are, but like for what I'm after, like for my goals, I guess it's kind of like a waste of time. Right. But yeah, God of Wars, Bloodvelts, terrible.
This one is talking about adding a new Dust Devil area underneath the Caridian Desert. Basically, it's kind of like where the Smoke Well is, but it's going to be multi-combat, and you have to be task only.
Wait, really? Wait, where? Because isn't there already a Dust Devil place in the desert?
Yes, but it's single combat only. So this is going to be multi-combat, because like in the Catacombs of Kourend, it's really crowded, like super crowded.
I would agree.
Like, burst them. So this is a task-only spot where you can burst and stuff. So I think so. That'd be cool.
Understood. Okay, good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good Jagex.
Next one is talking about Skelly Wyverns. So asking if they should add a shortcut to get there a little quicker. Sure.
Nice.
72 agility.
Smart. Cool. I like it. Yeah. Not many bots. There's a lot of bots who kill skeletal wyverns. Not many bots will have 72 agility. And that's a great task to do because you get like 10 assigned from Duradel. So it's an easy task.
Mm-hmm.
So
this one should fishing explosives awaken the Kraken boss and all of its tentacles simultaneously. Cool. Yeah.
I freaking love this. One of the main reasons I blocked Kraken after I like got the drops from it originally was because it's slow. Like it's great experience. You do get good stuff, but it's just so slow. Like,
have you seen that method of safe spotting it? Pretty much.
You use like an alt. Yeah. It's so dirty.
Attack all the tentacles and then
It's so dirty, yeah. Basically, you log in one of your accounts who tags the 4 tentacles, and then your main account, whatever, the account that you want to kill the boss on, kills the boss without taking any damage.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Very limited damage.
So it's actually super fitting now because fishing explosives do, like, wake up stuff in the ocean. Mm-hmm. That's a weird way of putting it, but yeah.
I agree. Why not? It's a very unused item, so.
And I will love these tasks once that happens, like, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Next one, right-click option to board the Zora boat. Yep, sure. Why not?
Sure, yep.
Next one, should the amount of potential Zora assigned to tasks be increased from 15 to 35? Yes.
I literally never understood why, when being
15.
assigned a Zora boss task, which is so rare already, right? That's like such a rare occasion. Why the limit was 15.
Yeah, I don't know.
It makes no sense. Like,
no. Every other boss is 35.
Yeah, and
besides like Zuck or something.
And like with the Harmonized staff being available, like people love testing their like, PBs on bosses, and you could probably just have more fun with this on task. Like seeing how fast you can kill Zora on task. I could probably get like a 40-second kill on task if RNG just plays in my favor.
This one's about Grotesque Guardians. Should we remove the damage from the orbs when correctly absorbed? Yes. Sometimes it's really annoying.
Those are the sphere. So, and the Grotesque Guardians are people's kind of biggest issue because the blowpipe was kind of designed for them. They say that with rune darts in your blowpipe, you have a 75% chance of like skipping. Yeah, skipping that phase or whatever. So they're gonna have to. I don't know. That's an interesting one. But it was kind of funny that like you took damage absorbing those balls. Why is that funny?
Should a visual cue be added to the Grotesque Guardians to show where the suns will land? There already is one. It's a shadow. I don't understand.
I thought there was one too. Dude, that's what
I do not understand.
Yeah, I'm torn here.
I can't see it.
I don't want Grotesque Guardians to become like Easyscape because I kind of like all the unique ways, like, I don't know, the unique things for this boss.
Should Corporal Beast no longer reset to full health if there are no players in the cave? Corporal Beast would instead quickly regenerate health. Corporal Beast would still fully reset if it has not been interacted with for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good because I'm killing Corp now, and honestly, like, okay, I have not been crashed ever.
Right.
But I do sometimes die. No, seriously, like Corp is okay. I'm going to go on a little tangent here. My Corp KC is 140, and I was watching a streamer kill him. That streamer had Monster Examine, the actual spell runes ready.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who has not cast Monster Examine, it's actually a super cool spell. Like, it actually is incredibly detailed. Right. It tells you, like, the monster's attack, strength, range, like, so much, right? And even when Corp's magic level is, like, 14, it has the ability to smack you for a 40. Like, it's so scary. And so I've died, like, a few times already in my KC. And it sucks, because when you die, the moment you leave the cave... Or the moment you teleport out of the cave and dying counts as a teleport, it completely resets health. It has like 2,000 HP, if not more. So
if you knock it down to 100 HP and die, whoops,
and you die, yeah, because that's kind of like because when you spec down Corp, that's not AFK, nowhere near. But then when you're like just stabbing it with your Zami spear, that's the AFK part. And I do zone out. I have died a few times, like I said. So this is kind of like a change that's going to prevent crashing, iron on iron crashing, normie on normie crashing, even more so, but it's going to help with situations like that.
Agreed. Next one, Gauntlet. Should players be allowed to create a crystal inside the Gauntlet from items inside the Gauntlet that allows them to single-click teleport back to the lobby, basically for hardcores and stuff? Yeah, definitely. Instead of having to right-click quick escape. Yeah.
Yeah, this will... Yeah, and then the next question, too. Should a new type of fish be added to the Gauntlet and its corrupted version, which acts as a combo food? So kind of like Karambwans.
Right.
It's not going to be common. It's going to be like a rare fish you find, but I think this whole Gauntlet change quality of life thing is opening up the doors to hardcores. Recently, there has been a pretty famous streamer who successfully completed 900 corrupted gauntlets, which is actually remarkably unheard of in the community. Right. It's actually breaking the barriers and then some. The way he did it was not just by being a gamer and not just knowing how to be tick perfect, which is already what 99% of people cannot ever achieve. Sorry. He wore the highest tier armor, which making that in the allotted preparation time is very difficult. So anyways, it's just going to open up the gauntlet to, learners will be able to take advantage of this. Obviously, if they don't feel comfortable, they can teleport out of the boss fight or, right. Obviously hardcores too.
This one's really cool. I'm excited about this one.
Me too.
Should we introduce a way for players to recolor the corrupted blade of Saildor by using crystals provided by Lian?
Is it two L's? Liann.
Lian. In our shop, each crystal corresponds with a matching recolor option. So you can get a black one, a green, purple. That would be sick.
Dude. So yeah, the Blade of Saildor, first of all, is kind of like underwhelming because...
Looks like a dragon scimitar.
Yeah. And unlike the Rapier and Inquisitor's Mace, it doesn't have a unique animation. Like, you slice it, it's best in slot slash, right? But it's not special. It doesn't have a cool animation. But, and what's cool is when Poll 75 was released earlier this week, it did not have this question in it. But Jagex literally read our complaints on Reddit and added this question in a day later. So I love that. So even though Jagex takes forever and a half to do stuff, they actually do listen to us. So thank you for that. And
quick, what color would you get?
All right.
Black? Purple?
Black.
I would get purple.
Yeah. The purple's not purple enough.
All right, let's move on. We've got a bunch of
questions.
It's
so pretty
left.
though. So pretty.
Yes. 17. Should we change the current point scaling routing system and Chambers' desire to award points to players more accurately? Yeah.
Sure.
Should players be allowed to uncap the difficulty of Chambers to the highest difficulty? Yes.
What does that mean?
Basically, if you have basically cap it to the highest difficulty, so more points per boss, etc., but they're going to be more difficult, more HP, etc.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
For those of you feeling tough, we'd also like to offer you a chance to uncap the difficulty of the raid. This will increase the challenge you face, but also the points you can earn. It's an option similar to asking Slayer Masters to not take into account your combat level. So you had to have like a level 100 combat person in there.
Yes. Yep.
At least, yeah, something like that. So
that's actually
18,
a good one.
Should players be allowed to uncap the difficulty? That's what I just read. No. 19.
You're on 19. Yeah.
Should we had a default chest in Chambers of Xeric, which allows players to store 25 items the moment the raid starts? I don't know. I don't know about this one.
Screw it, dude. Why not? Like, you can kill scavs, get 2 planks, build a storage chest for everyone. And maybe I'm just saying this because we have so many, noobs in our CC who would love to join Chambers, but like, it's the little things in life, just the fact of like, just making it easier for them. I just love the idea. And it kind of goes into what we're going to talk about next. Jagex introducing easy mode, Theater of Blood. Like, yes. Why not? Make it, any little thing to help learners make more sense of Chambers of Xeric, which there's already 1,000 things to learn in that place. Why not?
Mm-hmm. This one's pretty crazy. So should the current limit of players who get rare drops from Chambers be increased from 3 to 6?
All right, This is a change that is quite the opposite of noob. All right, and I was talking to Intakes about it. Intakes had no idea, but all right. So the way it works is like you need. All right, to put it in perspective, if me, Rob, and any one of you listening go on a raid, just the 3 of us, Chambers of Xeric, we will get 80k points, 80,000 points. Our chance of a purple is like 8%. 8%, right? So unlikely, but it could happen. It's quote unquote guaranteed to get a purple at like 600,000 or 700,000 points. Mm-hmm. Actually, it's not even guaranteed. It's like a 60% chance to get a purple at 600k points, which you can only do if A, a ton of people join, or B, a few people join, but they're such gamers they can scale it with alt accounts.
Right.
So what happens is every once in a while, absolute gamers, the best in the game, they get together, they do challenge mode chambers with scales and alts and all this crap, and they try to like push the boundaries of how many points they can achieve, which no one can die. It has to be tick perfect, all that fun stuff. And I think on a few occasions, people have been able to actually achieve 3 purples in a single raid, which is rare. They had to not only get a bunch of points, like into the millions, they had to do it, actually get lucky and get 3 purples.
Right.
So now they're making it so that it would be physically possible to get 6 purples. So all I got to say is, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, you're going to see streams where people, where like 100 gamers get together and try to push the limits of Chambers of Xeric.
Right. This one
super fun to watch, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
It is really, actually, It's really cool. This one should herb patches and Cox scale linearly with raid size to make them live longer in larger groups. I thought they already did this, so yes.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's so helpful because what would happen is you would do a raid with like 20 people and the patch would just deplete.
Only 2 patches.
Yeah.
Right.
Dumb.
Should we add a way to cure poison using herbs? Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's kind of cool.
Bring it up.
Yeah, typically, like, the only thing that poisons you in Chambers is the shaman room, so you would always say, like, all right, grab your anti-poison, right? But now...
Forget it.
And people forget it, and that's a shit show. It's basically...
You get hit a lot.
It's guaranteed death if you get poisoned by a shaman in Chambers, so now you can actually make a anti-poison within Chambers, which thematically makes sense.
This one should be at an iron pickaxe spawn near the entrance to the Guardian's room. Yeah. Kind of like a hammer in front of the crab's room.
Yeah. Again, it would make it easier for learners if they forget something.
Obviously, Dragon Pickaxe is going to be the best in slot there, or the Crystal. But, yes.
Yes.
Next one.
You definitely want a Dragon Pickaxe before Chambers, yep.
Yeah. Should players be able to use any ice spell to help clear the flame wall and Olm's special attack? I think so. That'd be cool.
I love it. The only reason to be on Ancients in Chambers is because you might want to Ice Barrage and freeze one of the Monodiles, the crocodiles, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've always made that complaint, like, hey, I'm already on Ancients. Why can't I use Ice Barrage to get out of the Flame Wall, right? So this is actually so nice to hear this, that they want to make this. I might actually, be on Ancients now.
Yeah.
In Chambers, yeah.
In challenge mode, should we remove the 50% additional stats in health and defense of the crystals in Vasa Room of Chambers of Xeric? They're basically making it a lot easier. I don't think so. I don't know about this. We'll see.
They actually almost went back on their word, because I think up in the player feedback and changes section at the very top of the page, it says, like, we hear your concerns that this question might be too easy. Mm-hmm. So I mean, Voss is interesting because people will typically avoid it, but I don't know. TBD. I'm not really too concerned about this, but
in challenge mode, Cox, should we reduce the variance of hits made by the large Munadile while submerged? Yeah, sometimes it'll smack you like a 30 with his little mage. Sometimes it'll hit a 0. It'll mostly hit a 0. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, make it more consistent. Should vanguards take damage as they transition?
Yes, 100%, dude. You know what? They made that change for Abyssal Sire. Remember when you were transitioning Sire from P2 to P3? It wouldn't register, but they made that change like over a year ago. And it's super helpful. Yeah. Same thing here for vanguards.
These guys, the vanguards, they duck and change spots. And whenever they're ducking and changing, if you have like a mage attack and you hit it and you see the big XP drop, it doesn't actually hit it at all.
Right.
So basically when they're transitioning, you can still hit it and it'll actually do damage. So, yes.
Which is awesome. Now, you still got to be careful, because if their health if you get them like off kilt of one another, the whole room gets reset. So you still got to be, hella coordinated, but yeah.
All right, let's what do you think about this? Let's finish up the Chambers of Xeric. We only have one more.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if we can finish all of these, because
it's so much.
Too much time. Mm-hmm.
It's so many questions. I agree.
And we're only on 28 out of what, 46.
46, yeah. So. It's just quality of life stuff, guys. Just vote yes, unless you think it's gonna. I don't think anything here. I already read through the whole thing. I don't think a single thing on Pole 75 pushes the barriers of like, what's it called, power creep or easy escape. It's just literally all quality of life stuff that helps our gameplay.
Right.
Hell, we already used Runelight, so
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just kind of skip through these.
Yeah, well, let's just do these last two because they're very similar. But should players be allowed to save their special attack when entering and exiting Chambers of Xeric? And the next question is the same thing, but when entering and exiting Theater of Blood. Sure, doesn't really matter. Basically, it'll just replenish your special attack when you enter and replenish it when you exit. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of nice sometimes, because if you spec and then you wipe on TOB, sometimes you have to go to your house to replenish your spec before you start again if you're going right away. So that'll fix that.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out all the other questions, guys. Obviously, it's going to pop up on the poll booth, so look at it there. But you can always go to, of course, the oldschoolrunescape.com and see it on the blog post.
Yeah, and I think so this podcast is being released on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I think as early as like next Thursday the 29th, this will go live. Obviously, when you vote on this, check out the blog, read everything, because it's a hell of a blog, dude. I'm super excited about so many things in this blog. Like it's
a lot.
Because it's all PVM stuff. I fucking love PVM,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. All right, you want to move on to the really cool thing that they released, or they're going to have.
Let's
I'm
do
really
it.
Excited about this.
It's so much.
So everybody knows Theater Blood. Well, you might not know Theater Blood, but you've heard of it. You've heard how hard it is maybe to get started in it. And it is, whenever I started, it was super difficult to find teammates that are willing to teach me. Because it's a little different. When you die at TOB, you hurt the team. Like, the team has to take up the slack that you have dropped. You know what I mean? So This
huge.
is a little bit of an easier way to learn TOB and introduce people to TOB, and also make it difficult for the veteran players that know it very well. So, what do we got, LT? A night at the theater.
A night at a theater. A night at a theater will be many players' first experience of Theater of Blood, so we want it to be a highly playable introduction to this fearsome locale. The quest can be tackled on any mode, story, normal, or hard, but is primarily designed for story mode. First-time adventurers can also team up with players who have already completed the quest. You'll need to complete it for the finale of the Myricky series. Oh, interesting. They're kind of finishing the Myricky series. So there's a whole, so it's a quest just like any other, but...
You have to do a TOB run to finish it.
Yeah.
Quest point game.
You do. That's right, to get your quest point came back. Another quest to do. So basically, story mode, similar difficulty to current TOB, but there's there's a slew of changes that it's going to happen. And obviously, hard mode is like the inverse. Hard mode is just going to be for myself, Mr. Inferno Cape over here. I do not expect to even think about hard mode, simply because number one and only number one, I don't have a group of 3 gamer friends who are going to sit there and for dozens of hours. I don't know. I just don't have those connections, basically. At least not at this current moment. Hard mode is just a whole nother ballpark. And they did this, in my opinion, to kind of curve our appetite for Raids 3. It's going to give people thousands of hours of content to dive into without them developing Raids 3. Anyways, story mode. All boss stats, including health and defenses, are reduced, and all attacks deal less damage to the players. Boss health will scale differently from normal mode, where health scales down to 75% at 3 or fewer players. In story mode, it will continue scaling down to just 20% for solo players. So I guess in theory, they're saying that you could solo story mode, but I don't think that's the intent of this easy mode.
No. Yeah.
It just kind of to get your feet wet. There will be no unique rewards, including the pet. You will not get, the purples from easy mode. All other rewards are reduced by 20%, which I will say, you can easily open up a chest and get a 1 mil GP chest at regular TOB. So
even with regular, you could get it too with the 20% reduction.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Possible.
You could literally complete easy mode TOB and get a 600k chest. It's possible.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Rune ore, man.
Rune ore is the key to success. Vials of blood, all that fun stuff. Yeah. 30 grimy snapdragons. It's freaking... TOB is just so good for loot.
Yeah.
Normal loot.
Glass, all that stuff.
The hard part is just completing TOB. That's really it.
And you have the story mode, so you can learn it a lot. So you learn all the mechanics, learn everything, and then you can do the normal.
And you're going to have separate tracking. So your KCs that you build up in story mode will be separately tracked, which goes in line with the new collection log updates. It says supplies cannot be bought with points. Instead, players will be given untradeable supply packs, which can only be used in story mode.
I don't know what that means. I was kind of confused by that.
I guess, so Rob, after, Bloat and Soda Seg, we buy our supplies. I guess now there is no point system.
You just get a supply pack.
Right. Point systems don't exist anymore in story mode. Now you complete a room, you get a supply pack, which you guys will see. Probably I'll do 2 of these and call it good because I won't need to do it. Also, more importantly, for you learners, death mechanics are different. If all party members die and wipe, which would normally be that's it. But if that happens in story mode, they will respawn outside the challenge area with the challenge reset. This respawn can happen up to 3 times. So you guys can have 3 full attempts at each individual Theater of Blood boss before it's done.
Huge.
Which is
for learning.
Could you imagine? You can't do that. You don't have that opportunity in a normal Theater of Blood. You wipe, you're done. And then if your team wipes, well, minus 100k to get your shit back, and then you got to go back in there again.
Now, question when it comes, because I'm a hardcore player, do you lose status on story mode?
I don't imagine. I don't.
Maybe if you, I would assume if you wipe for the fourth time, it says they will die as normal.
Yes, I think if your whole team wipes all 3 times,
yeah,
then
so just do twice and then teleport out.
But I guess if you're a hardcore iron trying to learn this,
well, yeah, but just doing the quest,
Oh, true.
The quest point cape. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm just curious on that. So.
Super interesting, super good. Right now, like I said, when I was getting into Theater of Blood, I had Rob, I had a lot of other buddies who carried me. It was an actual carry. It was like, hey, I'm 0 KC, and the other 3 friends that I had to go with were 100 plus KC, right? And I'm pretty sure 2 of those 3 other guys had scythes. So it's the perfect opportunity as a learner. Most people will never have that opportunity. So take advantage and make friends. And I always said you can make friends when you learn Chambers of Xeric. Basically, if you commit to completing 500 Chambers of Xeric on your account, you should make friends to then go and say, hey, do you guys want to go learn top together?
Yeah, and I'm sure our CC is going to be like popping off when it comes to the story mode and everything, and everybody do it together.
Our CC is going to freaking love story mode, and then is going to get into regular mode. So
definitely. Now, people know the regular mode and normal TOB, what it is right now. Hard mode, it's like a challenge mode, Chambers of Xeric, but for TOB, pretty cool. And with that, Chambers of Xeric has the Twisted Kit recolors for the Ancestral top, bottom, and the the top, bottom, and the hat.
And the hat, yeah.
This will have it for the Justice Arch set, so it's like a red vampire theme.
Yep, untradeable recolor, just to show your flex of being able to complete enough hard modes and challenge modes. It's been like in the next 3-year goal of mine to get ancestral recolor kits. It's really that's the issue, is that it's hard to find people to go with. When it comes to challenge mode chambers, you have to have a T-bow. It makes everything like significantly easier. And I would say the same thing for hard mode Tob. You pretty much got to get a scythe.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
I can't either. Now, what else does it give you? I'm excited about this one too.
Better drops, like better loot, better quantities of loot.
Well, yeah, less of Vernix.
Yeah. Less of Vernix.
Biggest thing, I think, or the coolest thing, similar to the Chambers of Xeric, you get the dust. This one will allow you to metamorphosize Lil Zik into any of the Theater Blood bosses.
That's
so
right.
That would be so cool to have like a Sodaseg boss or.
Wait, you have the pet. You have the pet, dude.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob actually has the Theater of Blood pet on his main iron, so.
Yeah.
In theory.
Awesome.
In theory, you could get. Yeah, people have been asking for that for a long time, because obviously. So I think. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but Chambers of Xeric was released in early 16, and I think about 1 year later they introduced challenge mode, because the thing with Chambers is, if you know what the hell you're doing, you can literally take 0 damage at Ulm. Like, the other bosses just kind of damage you. It's hard to avoid that. But like for the Great Ulm fight, if you're a gamer, basically you walk in there with 2 brews, you're good to go. Yeah. Whereas, like, I walk in there with 9 brews and I'm barely surviving. Just kidding.
Surviving.
But, like, and then eventually, obviously, people did find a way to solo Theater of Blood. So, what's my point?
So I'm gonna vote yes on all of these.
100%.
It's a poll, by the way.
Yes.
I'm gonna vote yes on all of them. They all seem really, really cool. I like it a lot. Let's do it.
It's so good. It's so good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the noobs in the game tackle this. I'm excited to see the absolute like top 0.01% of player base tackle hard mode. I'm excited to see hardcore Iron Men die to hard mode because they're just too ballsy and they want to test their luck, dude. Well, the thing is, like, so in Chambers, the difference between Chambers of Xeric regular and CM is that bosses have higher defense and more HP.
And they hit higher.
Hit higher, yeah. But they said that for hard mode Theater of Blood, it's going to be different mechanics.
Which is going to be crazy to learn.
They're going to literally introduce brand new concepts that we've never seen before. So that's why I say I don't have any expectations to complete hard mode.
Well, one day.
One day.
We'll do it one day.
Yeah.
I gotta get that little Zik change.
That'd be sick.
Metamorphosis.
That'd be sick. Have a little bloat walking around you with flies.
Man. All right, so it's been about an hour, and we finally finished all the game updates and everything else in there, and that's even with kind of skipping on the
poll. Yeah.
We don't have, like LT said, any letters from Tutorial Island, which is it's actually beneficial for this episode.
Yeah, but next week, guys, send them in. You guys are very good. You guys are very smart this week because you knew.
OSRS Trihards at gmail.com. Send us some in. We do have Swab. Bought us some bonds.
Thank you.
So shout out to him. Thank you so much. 3 bonds here. He says, Rob, go get some gas station tacos on me.
I'm not sure what that means. No. Are you buying gas station tacos?
So LT, I don't know if we need to go next time you're here, but near me there's a gas station. Behind there is a taco place, and it's just like part of the gas station. It's kind of weird, but
it's part of the gas.
It's the gas station.
Is it a taco
like
stand
right next to it? Kind of.
Okay. And it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like number 3 in the United States, I think.
What do you mean number 3 in the States?
Yeah, for best tacos.
It's a very bold claim to make.
I looked it up. It might be 3 or 4. I don't know, man, but it's literally the best tacos you'll ever have in your life. They're so good.
All right.
Well, I guess not if you have number 1 or 2, but
yeah, that's
they are so good.
All right,
Next
I'm
time
skeptical.
You come, we'll get some. It's crazy.
100%.
So good.
I'm excited already. I'm skeptical, but I'm excited.
It's in Pensacola. That's where I live. But Swab is familiar with the area, and he actually mentioned it. And it's not far from my house at all. Like 5-10 minute drive.
That makes more sense. He is from the area, so there's more credibility.
Yeah.
Right?
So he said, and he's like, "Dude, have you tried that place?" And I was like, "Dude, yes." I forgot that he was from the area, and I was like, "Wait, that's kind of weird because it's like 10 minutes from my house."
All right,
but
right on.
So he said, "Go get some tacos on me," and next time LT's in town, we'll go get some tacos. Definitely.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
You, Swab. Appreciate it.
Good stuff.
They sell cow tongue there too.
Cow tongue? Wait, cow tongue? We eat that like in the Russian culture.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even joking, bro. And I never ate it. Like as a kid growing up, that was just gross. Cow tongue?
Yeah, I've never had it, but apparently it's really good from that place.
They sell cow tongue. Okay, send us an email if you eat cow tongue, please.
Let me know how it is. What's the consistency like? Is it like meaty or
no? I'm curious, like because we've had it growing. Like it's like a thing you would see like on the dinner table, like for like a birthday, right? For someone's birthday in the Russian culture. I never thought. Is it a Mexican thing? Is it a Hispanic thing?
I think it is. I think it's a Mexican. I don't want to say delicacy. I have no idea, but
Jesus, dude, I don't know.
They sell it there, man. They sell it there, and apparently it's really good. So,
all right, please email us.
Maybe next time you can have some.
Yeah, email us if cow tongue is like a thing, and where you've seen it, and in what capacity, please.
Yeah, like do you just eat it by itself? Does it look like a tongue? Do you eat it in a taco? I don't know. Let us know. Speaking of that, just some IRL stuff. LT, do you have any announcements to make?
I do. Okay, so IRL stuff, basically after leaving the military and soul searching, TLDR decided to pursue a degree in physical therapy, which would be a doctorate degree.
Very nice.
And very cool. I'm a finance major, so I have no prerequisites. But if you know me, you know that I spent many, many, many years powerlifting, bodybuilding. I'm a huge nut and fanatic when it comes to fitness and nutrition. I can talk your ear off about that probably just as much as OSRS. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of my thing. It just took me a few months to kind of figure out that's what I want to do.
Cool.
So I'm going to be taking prereqs. What it means for the podcast is this is my last podcast, and I'm officially
Shut the fuck up.
I'm officially quitting. Guys, I'm serious. So the way it's going to work is this. If you would like to replace me, you must. Rob has set up a PO box. You must mail a VHS tape, and it has to be a VHS tape. You must mail a VHS tape, and I swear to God, I know one person in our CC who was going to do this. His name is Intakes. We'll talk about him later. If you would like to replace me on this podcast, please mail a VHS tape to Rob's PO box. Yeah, it's an audition. Yes, correct. It's an audition tape.
At least 120p, right?
It has to be, at least 120p, but no more than 360. And it has to be resume style. So please audition to replace me on the podcast. Okay, no, but in all seriousness, I will be busy. So I'm gonna take it. My classes very seriously. God, I'm still.
Oh man, yeah, but and of course, like I mentioned before, I am starting my cybersecurity masters this summer. I'm just gonna be part time this summer, but full time starting the fall. So I'm gonna be a little busy too. Regardless, we're gonna try to make our weekly podcasts, etc. We'll update everybody. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere right now. Don't worry about us. So
in the most, or at least, I don't even know what cheesy way possible, you guys help keep us going. You're freaking awesome. From the CC to the Discord to
Patreon support, coffee support, CC, Discord.
And by the way, Budlight, if you're listening, you literally made 20 pounds of meat and cheese last night, and 20 of us have been asking you how it turned out, and you've been MIA and haven't told us how delicious it is. So can you please fucking respond?
Yeah. Dude, I'm so curious on that cheese, man. God, you gotta let us know.
Come on,
I don't know
man.
if he's got a food coma right now or something.
He's probably in a coma. Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a food coma, yeah.
He's in a coma, yeah.
Eating too much.
All right, yeah, so that's that. That's that.
So we have some community stuff as well.
Yeah, I kind of added this section in our podcast outline called community stuff, and I kind of want to record people's big achievements. So I don't know. I think it'd be fun. If anyone has any big achievements that they might have posted in the CC or Discord, I may want to talk about them on the podcast. So
yeah,
the first one is Mr. Sallamander. Sallamander is one of our Patreons. He got his Quest Point cape on his Iron Man just today, actually. So congratulations.
Awesome. Huge. You only have it until the Night at the Theater comes out, but
that's right. And then you got to do that quest. Yeah, Night at the Theater, and of course, try to trim it with the Achievement Diary cape.
Yes,
that's the next
I haven't done that yet on my Iron either.
Yeah.
Another huge one, I think, and big congratulations, Nughuffer.
Yeah, Mr.
A newborn son.
Yeah, Mr. Nughuffer, newborn. Kid's name is Thomas. 6 pounds 8 ounces. So he did share that with the CC last night. So hopefully the the kid recovery, all that fun stuff goes well.
Dude, so this lady that I work with, she just had a grandson.
Yep.
Guess how big this baby is, dude.
Dude, I've heard of babies being 10, 11 pounds. I was 8 pounds.
It was 11. It's 11 pounds.
Jesus.
What is a little Michelin baby, dude. It looks like the Michelin tire guy.
Why are babies so fat?
It's gigantic. I think it's kind of an unhealthy. It's too big.
No,
I don't
but
know
that's
I
mean, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
It's scary.
Gigantic.
It's scary, to be the female on the delivery end.
Absolutely. Jeez. But congratulations, Nughuffer. That's huge, man.
Yeah.
Big step in life. Try to get as much sleep as possible.
Yeah. And when you're not sleeping, just remember there are plenty of AFK skills you can do. Please email us. Ask in the CC if you need help with AFK skills to train in the meantime.
Absolutely. Me and LT are doing 2 right now. So woodcutting and fishing.
I have fished 600 dark crabs this podcast so far. So
I've gotten 2 woodcutting levels.
Fantastic. My God.
There you go.
My man. Rob, you lucky son of a bitch. I cannot believe you did this.
Dude. Okay. All right. Weekly progress, guys. On my hardcore, I've been talking about them for the past, 3-4 podcasts? I don't even know. I've been really grinding them out, Slayer, skills, whatever. I'm at 14 total currently.
Okay.
So pretty decent, pretty good. 204 quest points, which is pretty huge.
Huge.
Been doing a lot of quests. I've just been bored. I don't know what to do, so I do some quests, whatever. They give me some experience, and I unlock some new places. So that's pretty big. The biggest thing, though, that happened a couple days ago. I killed mossy giants. Is that what they're called?
They're not mossy giants. They're called moss giants.
They drop mossy keys. There you go.
Yeah.
I got 5 keys, right? I was like, geez, after like one task, I was like, man, that's lucky. So I go there. I have all 5 in my inventory. I'm going to do all 5, First kill, I get the Bryophyta's Essence.
Asshole.
Which is insane. And
Asshole.
for those who don't know what it is, because it's kind of like an obscure item,
people
right?
don't even know what the Bryophyta's Essence is, bro.
It's a 1 in 120 drop?
No, 1 in
112?
1 in 118.
1 in 118. Sorry for being off by 2. 1 in 118. And you got to get a mossy key for each kill, so it's a lot, right?
Right.
Iron Men have to grind it out because there's a master clue step where you have to have a what's it called, Bryophyta's staff.
You need to be like somewhere in Prifddinas with a master clue step, with a
Bryophyta's staff.
Yep.
And it's like it's a very difficult item to get for Iron Men. People grind it out big time. They kill a lot of moss giants. It's.
Oh, by the way, it took 1 in 118. It took Rice Cup over 650 attempts to get his. So much that right now, if you type in, I don't know, Rice Cup or something into the collection log, it shows the Bryophyta's Essence. So he is
Really?
Yes, Rice Cup is known for the collection log. Bryophyta's, because he went 6 times dry for it.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, and honestly, on Dream Name, my main iron,
Uh-huh.
I'm like 30 KC, I think, with that one.
Yeah,
25,
I'm at 35. It's not something I've ever pursued. It's just like I've collected 35 mossy keys over the course of my account, and just
Yeah.
So
1 KC, I got it. It makes the staff, and the staff has a unique ability to save a nature rune. 1 in 15 chance of saving a nature rune. Not that big, but it's a huge item. It's worth like 6 mil, I think. 1 KC, that goes hand in hand with my 1 KC Scotizo pet, but it's actually even rarer because Scotizo is like a 1 in 64.
Yeah.
Wait,
you got the 1 KC Scotizo pet on the hardcore?
On the pure.
Oh, on the pure. Okay, yeah. Different account, but still, you have the luck.
I'm thinking this hardcore is going to be very, very lucky. So
I'm thinking your hardcore will have like a 20 KC scythe and
I'm thinking so.
Like a 60 KC twisted bow.
Hope so. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's what we're working on. That's what we're going to get.
Yeah.
LT, what have you been doing?
Honestly, Rob, can I just... Okay, first of all, I have an emotional speech prepared for you. But I'm very proud of you for your quest pointing, basically. Because,
thank you. Yeah, dude, quest point guy, what's it called?
Slayer
quest
music?
Point?
Oh, the plugin?
No, Quest Helper.
The thing that puts Slayer music out of business.
Dude, yeah. It's huge. It's huge.
Like, it's probably the best thing for... And if you make an account today, the best thing for you to do, besides...
Runelight.
Yeah, get Runelight, get the quest point helper, freaking quest. Like, it's going to suck for the first 6 months. Quest your ass off. Quest your balls off.
Get Barrow's gloves. Just, quest. It'll unlock areas. It'll unlock clue steps.
Unlock areas.
Beginning XP.
So you can do all the clues. You get all the music tracks. Like, it's so good and beneficial for an account that Rob took that shit to heart, and he's now being rewarded. Okay.
Dude,
yeah.
I don't even have Corsair Curse done or Misthalin Mystery.
Which is like a novice quest.
Or X marks the spot. Those are all free-to-play quests.
Yeah, you're sitting on 204 quest points without like some of the novice ones done. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. I got a speech. I'm going to shout out Rob real quick. All right. Last week, I was on a total level world attempting to kill Vedion. Vedion, if you don't know, is remarkably annoying. You kill it in a multi-combat zone. Teams patrol it. They log in. They attempt to kill you. If you're good like me, you get away. If you're not, you die. Okay.
Oh, I know what you're about to say.
Okay. So, sure enough, if you are 2K total or 2.2K total, you essentially, as a PVMer, develop a relationship of sorts with PKers. Basically, the way it works is they know what you're after, you know what they're after. You kind of learn their names, they know you. The amount of hours I've spent on total level worlds in the wilderness is obscene, right? And these guys know my MO, I know their MO. Anyways, one of them messaged me and he's like, hey, LT Potato, I see you struggling out there. I see that we're constantly after you. Would you like to buy protection? We will protect you. For 100 mil GP, we will basically off you. If we see you, we'll get off you for every wilderness boss. Vedion, I just finished Callisto, so, but Vedion, Callisto, Venenatus, and the mini bosses.
Because you were having trouble, right? They kept killing you.
Right. They kept finding me at least, right? Super annoying. So, I tried to find a shortcut. I was like, you know what? This sounds good to me. I called on Rob.
Get this, right? This is how nerdy we are when it comes to RuneScape.
Yeah.
I get off work. I'm driving home. LT calls me. I'm like, okay. And he starts talking about protection, wilderness, Vedion, straight into RuneScape, man.
Yeah, we don't even not even hi. Well, maybe hi. Maybe we do a hi. How are you? But we go straight into RuneScape, man.
So I get a call. LT's like, hey, man, I've been having a lot of trouble with killing Vedion in the wilderness. Every time I log in, these guys just keep, bugging me and attacking me, making me teleport. It's just, I can get 1, maybe 2 kills before they're on me. It's consistent every single time. They're offering me protection. You said it was 100 mil?
100 mil, yes.
100 mil, and you got to understand, LT only has an Iron Man that he plays on.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a normie account.
That's my handicap, basically. It's lifetime protection, mind you. But still.
But it's not even lifetime protection. Their clan's not going to attack them, so other people could still attack them with no protection. But I was like, what? 100 mil? That's insane. Like, that's like Rev Cave protection levels. Like,
correct.
That's an absurd amount of money for that. For like a ring that's worth 10 mil, you know what I mean? Potentially.
So Rob did the sensible thing, and I cannot stress this enough. When someone in your life cares about you, they will, be sensible. And he says, Arthur, I will go and do research. A couple hours later, he reports back to me. He says, Arthur, I was able to go on a non-total level world and get a 6-kill trip. I then said, fine, I will try it out. Well, sure enough, what did I do? I waited till like kind of later in the evening, like, 1 a.m. I did had a couple gamer sessions, but long story short, I discovered that at certain times in the evening on non-total level worlds, you can get very chill kills. I had 6+ kill trips, multiple kill trips.
Right.
And I think I got like over 100 Vedion kills in a matter of 2 or 3 sessions. Easy. Yep. The moral of my story here is your friends are there to look out for you. They are trying to protect you. And most importantly, guys, and I say this loud and proud, do not ever give in to the easy mode in life. If some asshole is offering you protection for 100 mil,
right.
No. Listen, guys, I spent 100 hours. Think about that. I spent 100 hours chasing a tyrannical ring from Callisto. Do you know how many times I've been PK'd? Do you know how many times I've had to run away? Now, I got away a lot of those times, right? Work hard, you will get what you want. It's better to work hard and put in longer hours than to give in and pay money for a service,
And honestly, like, I was going to give him the 100 mil, but I wanted to research it first, make sure they could have had all the worlds locked down and actually like locked them all down. But you got to understand 2.2K and 2K total worlds, there's a very finite, very small amount of those. I was like, well, I'm going to go to 3 something. I don't know. random world.
Yeah.
There's no way that they have all the worlds locked down. Try it out. See how it is. If I get PK'd every single time, absolutely. We'll pay for the protection, whatever. But yeah, it worked out, I think.
And can I just say, if you go to a regular non-total world, the clans or any PKer there, extremely uncoordinated. I will give it to the high-level community, PKing community. They are organized. They know how to work the PVMer that's on that world. They know how to predict my actions. On non-total worlds, it's a whole different animal. They don't know what the hell to do. They're noobs. They're useless, basically. I didn't die a single time in that 100 plus KC, even though I got caught many times with my pants down, Yeah. So basically, If you're out there listening and you're the one who asked me for 100 mil, suck it. I'm not paying that 100 mil. I will get my Ring of the Gods. I will get my 25 mil Ring of the Gods. And I don't
25 mil.
Dude, the Ring of the Gods is so expensive. It's like 23 mil.
Jeez.
I know.
It's pretty cool, though. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Missing out.
Yeah. Yeah, you have it, don't you?
I do, yeah. Okay. What else did you do?
I accidentally dismissed a beekeeper and a schoolhouse event within 2 hours of each other, shaking my head.
Get out of here.
But later that day, I got a beekeeper event, which finished my beekeeper set. So...
Okay.
Suck on that, Rob. I now have full beekeeper. What do you have? What do you have?
I have the flex emote. That's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, guys, do not ever let me catch you dismissing your beekeeper emote. Okay.
No, don't. LT's gonna go ballistic on you.
Dude, we need to make a T-shirt.
No
okay.
Joke.
Speaking of merch, we need a T-shirt with like the beekeeper. I don't know. Ideas. Send your ideas in. We're still thinking about what to do. Oh my gosh.
Well, podcast is getting a little long, but I do want to talk about today. I haven't been able to play for a couple days because I've been out with family. Every year, which was actually postponed last year, was pushed back. But my fiance's family, get this though, they're from New Orleans, very Cajun. They have a big old crawfish boil. And everybody gets together. They cook, I don't even know how many pounds of crawfish, but so much crawfish. Potatoes, sausage, corn, pineapple. Throw it all in there with the crawfish. Cook it up. Really good. I don't eat crawfish, by the way.
Rob, what the fuck is crawfish? Like, what is that?
You don't know what crawfish is.
Like, what does it look like? Explain it. Does it look like any fish in RuneScape?
Okay, so depending on where you are, there's different ways to say it. So have you heard of a crayfish?
No, it's the same damn thing, basically.
Have you heard of a mud bug?
Hell no.
Okay, well, it's
Dude,
all the same thing depending on where you live.
You can't make fun of me.
It's like a little baby lobster, man.
Okay, you know what? I did picture something with claws.
Yeah, it's like a little baby lobster, kind of. But they're grown not grown. They are bred, I guess, in like the mud. I don't know.
Wait, is this where you this is like such a like southern thing, but you like stick your hand in mud to like pull this fish out of the water, to pull the fish out of like...
I don't know. They buy them, man. They don't go and fish them.
All right.
How they actually
because
obtained.
Like, look, Rob, you make fun of me for like eating cottage cheese and like raw sardines or whatever, like, traditional Russian foods, but like a crawfish boil to me is so foreign. It's such a foreign concept.
It's pretty cool because you all sit around at a table.
Uh-huh.
And you have a big old plate of crawfish, and everybody just eats it with their hands and then throws it away, and it's like a very animalistic feeling to it, man. And trust me, during COVID and stuff, me and Madison are fully vaccinated, so we felt a lot safer there.
Yeah.
But, dude, I would not have felt safe if I was not vaccinated. Oh, my gosh.
I wonder, maybe I have had Okay, so I had, like, technical training school in Louisiana, or no, Mississippi, actually.
Okay, yeah.
But we went...
Mississippi.
We went to, I think we had crab, though. We had to crack a shell. Yeah, it must have been crab.
Yeah,
so
I think you kind of like tear it, and then you eat it, and you suck the head or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You suck on it, yeah. Interesting. All right. So basically, guys, because we have a lot of, British people, Australian people listening to us, they hear the words crawfish boil and they're like, what is this American stuff? That's crazy. So
yeah, it's just very spicy, tiny little lobsters, man. So, and what's funny is, just a quick little story before we end it. Madison had a friend who's a vegan, and she came to the crawfish boil once.
Yeah.
And get this, because these things are alive, right, when you buy them?
Yeah.
And you boil them alive.
Uh-huh.
And they, like, kind of scream.
They scream?
They, like, I don't even know. I don't think it's screaming. I think it's just, like, the air getting out of them or something.
Yeah.
But she didn't know she was a vegan, and then she was like, yeah, my favorite part's hearing them scream.
Oh my God. Wait, your fiance, that's her favorite part, is hearing the poor fish scream?
It was a joke, but she didn't know that she was vegan, and it was just hilarious because I don't think they talk anymore. But, like, it's just so funny. Cause,
Rob, I'm not buying that shit for a sec. I don't think it is a joke. I think, I've met Madison IRL, and I am now more afraid of her than I originally was. When I come there, we need to go to that taco shack by ourselves, because she might, I don't know.
She doesn't like it.
Okay, good.
So, I don't know why. I think it's because with her job, she took all of her clients to the taco shack, and she's been there a billion times, so she just doesn't want to be there anymore. But
Crazy.
All right, man. Longest episode we've ever done. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah. Oh, okay. One last thing. This is a freaking record. Okay, one last thing, guys. Okay. You all know Intakes. If you've hung out in the CCN Discord, Intakes, one of our OG Patreons. He basically got me into this whole conversation on Discord. Long story short, I made an emote on the Discord of his face. I love emotes. I literally update them like whenever I think of a funny one to put. We have like over 100 emotes on our Discord that you guys can use. So I made one of his face, and then I had a pretty cool idea, is if you are a TRIHARD Patreon or a VIP Patreon, then if you would like an emote of your face or a custom emote, I will upload whatever you want to the Discord. I think it'd be fun and interactive. Right now, if you guys go to our Discord, Intakes has one of his beautiful face before he trimmed his eyebrows. So kind of like a small incentive, but you can have an emote of your face expressing, happiness, sadness, weird champ, pause champ, whatever the hell champ. So
we're not even your face, dude. Just send us something, and we'll
send us anything.
LT will make you an emote.
I'll make you an emote. Try our Patreons. I don't know. Small incentive. It is what it is. So that's that.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go and wrap it up. As always, guys, you can find us on Twitter at OSRS Trihards, and if you're looking for a friend chat to hang out in, join us. It's OSRS Trihards. Of course, guys, send us an email as well. It's going to be at OSRS Trihards. Please send us an email next time. This time was perfect because we didn't get any. Send us an email, whatever it might be, maybe featured on the podcast.
And you can find these episodes on YouTube if you prefer that platform. Even though there's no video, it's a static image. But right now we have episodes 18 through this one uploaded on YouTube. And if you want to hang out on our Discord, the invite link is in each episode description in the link tree. Shout out to OSRS Trihards for the awesome music, and a massive shout out to all of our Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee supporters. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much. Good night.
Bye.